You don't have a soul. You are a soul. You have a body. The first time I heard this quote, something shifted inside me. It wasn't just a sentence. It was a wake-up call, a reminder, a whisper from something deep within that I had long forgotten. We spend our whole lives chasing things, money, approval, likes, labels. We look in the mirror and think, that's me. But is it really? Are we just this skin, these clothes, this job title? That quote cracked something open in me, and once it did, I couldn't go back. Every morning you stand in front of a mirror. You see tired eyes, messy hair, maybe a few wrinkles or a scar from long ago. But have you ever stopped to think that what you're looking at isn't you? It's just your vessel, a temporary outfit for your soul. The real you is not made of skin or bone. The real you is the quiet observer, the one who feels joy, grief, wonder. The part of you that can't be seen, but is always watching, always knowing. You are not the reflection. You are the light behind it. Carl Sagan once said, "We are made of star stuff." It's true, our bodies are made from atoms that once belonged to stars. But our souls? There's something even older, something eternal. Your soul has traveled far, through time, through struggle, through love. And this body you wear is just the current vehicle. Beautiful, yes. Sacred, absolutely. But not the destination. You are the spark behind the eyes, the quiet breath in the chaos, the ancient knowing in a newborn's cry. Years ago, I met a homeless man under a bridge in New York City. It was freezing. He had a blanket and the warmest smile I'd ever seen. He looked at me and said, "You came halfway around the world to visit this city, but have you ever traveled into your own soul?" I was stunned. He told me he used to have everything, money, career, status. Then he lost it all. But in losing the world, he found himself. "They took my house," he said, "but not my home, because my soul was always my home." I never forgot those words. A young man once lost his leg in an accident. For months he was angry, depressed, broken. But one day he saw the sun rise through his hospital window, and something clicked. He realized, yes, part of his body was gone, but he was still here. His will, his love, his dreams, those weren't tied to his leg. They lived in his soul. He got up, trained, learned to walk again. Not to prove anything to the world, but to prove something to himself. The soul is stronger than the body. I once wandered into an abandoned church in Italy. The walls were cracked, the windows shattered. Dust floated in the air like stars. There was no priest, no music, no candles. But in that silence, I heard something louder than any sermon. My soul. It whispered, "God isn't in the building. God is in you." I sat on a broken bench, closed my eyes, and felt something sacred stir inside. That was the first time I truly prayed without words. Just presence. Just awe. Science can tell us how the brain works, how cells divide, how neurons fire. But it still can't explain why we love, why we cry during a song, why we feel connected to someone we just met. That's the soul's territory. Even Einstein once said, "The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious." Your soul isn't made of atoms. It's made of meaning. It's the music behind the math. When my grandmother was dying, we stood around her hospital bed. She was quiet, weak, barely breathing. She turned to me and whispered, "Don't be afraid of dying. Dying is just changing rooms. The soul doesn't die." Her last smile wasn't full of fear, it was full of peace. Like she knew where she was going. I couldn't see it with my eyes, but I felt her soul leave that room. Soft, gentle, free. That's when I knew. Love is the language our souls speak. The soul doesn't shout. It whispers. It's the voice that tells you to call someone you miss. The feeling that nudges you to take a walk at sunset. The sudden idea that leads to something bigger than yourself. It's quiet but powerful. Take time to listen. Put down your phone. Close your eyes. Hand over your day to that quiet voice. It knows the way. In today's world, we're told to brand ourselves, to hustle, to be someone. But the soul doesn't care about followers or job titles. It only cares about truth. Your soul wants to create, to connect, to feel. So when the world gets loud, turn inward. Meditate, walk, sit with a cup of coffee and just be. Because when you reconnect with your soul, the rest of the world falls into place. You don't have a soul. You are a soul. You have a body. This body will age. It will break. It will fade. But the soul inside you? It's timeless, boundless, bright. So treat your body with love. It's your instrument, but play it with your soul. And when your final breath comes, don't fear it. You're not leaving. You're just going home. Look up at the night sky. Feel the stillness. The stars don't rush. The moon doesn't compete. You too are part of that vast, beautiful silence. Not just flesh and bone, but stardust, spirit, light. You are a soul. And that is more than enough.